upon lip contact, which felt dangerous and exciting and was just about as far as we dared to go. I mean, at the age of 9, kissing is no passionate embrace, let's be real. It was just curiosity at this point. Two innocent baby souls exploring something that we knew even then wasn't considered normal. Besides the fact that Flower was a girl, kissing in general seemed kind of naughty at that age. It was something adults did in movies, or that your parents did occasionally whilst you and your siblings made noises pretending to be sick. Even aged 9, I knew physical contact in that way had a few different meanings, but it most certainly wasn't normal for me to be snogging Flower after school in matching Cinderella outfits in a fort made out of bedsheets. And so it all stayed inside my wee little heart, and we never acknowledged it outside of those games we played together. For a lot of us, looking back on our childhoods, we probably can't remember the precise moment we realised fancying the same sex was considered wrong. It was just something that was. Whether it was boys calling girls lesbians in the playground, or feeling a rush of heat to my face when holding a girl's hand and hoping no one would notice. Thankfully for me, there wasn't any homophobia being thrown around at home, but I still knew that it wasn't right for two girls to kiss. And isn't it crazy to know that social conditioning can infiltrate a little person's brain so easily and unconsciously? When you're that age and feeling those feelings, there's not much else that would make a child feel so isolated. But of course now, I know that I wasn't alone. This book is not an autobiography, but it is anecdotal. It's important for me to share my stories with you, first so that you can start to realise just how similar we all are, even when our journeys are different. We're all connected by this beautiful uniqueness that we've been born with. But second, because I've been a right messy cow over the years and I have some hilarious stories to share with you that I know you'll love. No, but really, hearing my story, I hope, is going to ease your soul, show you that we are all in the same boat. The minority, yes, but the community. Your LGBTQ plus family. It's my mission for you to know that by the end of this book, no matter what, you are loved. Your sexuality doesn't have to be something that causes you continual pain or defines your entire life and experiences. I can't deny that it will impact your life, but the default isn't and shouldn't be that it does so negatively. Growing up in the 90s, yes, I know, a long, long time ago, was completely binary, which is one of the reasons why I knew that what I was doing wasn't considered normal. Boys wore blue and girls wore pink. Boys were strong and girls were pretty. Barbie kissed Ken and the princess always fell in love with the prince. And so it was very clear, even as a child, that it was out of the ordinary for two girls to be doing what Flower and I were doing. Now let's face it, the world today is still hugely binary at large. But back when I was at school, me and all my peers had parents who were born in the 50s and 60s and lived through times when it was still illegal to be gay. Same-sex marriage hadn't been introduced, and most people thought HIV was a gay man's disease. And so that systemic history of what a man and a woman should be was hugely prevalent in my childhood, because all of my peers were learning lessons from parents who had homophobia ingrained into them, knowingly or not. So even at the age of 9, when I didn't know much of the world, when my experiences were limited to what I was exposed to at school, on the television, and from what my parents taught me, lesbian was not something I wanted to be. One break time at school, a boy tried to hold Flower's hand in the playground, and I kneed him in the balls. I think that may have been one of my first pangs of romantic jealousy. I simply saw it as me being a close and loyal friend, the kind of girl gang vibe only Taylor Swift and her posse know about, the kind of friend who would stick up for you no matter what. Of course, now I know that I was just, in fact, a raging lesbian. A baby gay, having my first experience of kissing and crushing.